Welcome to the Legacy Mentor Wednesday video, that raw approach to what's happening and what I'd like to share with you. Raw being ready, able, and willing. Have the knowledge, skills, and attitude to move forward. To have that raw ability to make it happen. I've drawn the cards that I usually do on Wednesday, and I'll share some of the story with you. And then I take some of the ideas from those cards and just do an extension. That's here today as well. But there's something else I wanted to share with you that I think is important. And that is around this whole sense of, where do you start living your legacy life? Now, I have videos that are shorts. They're called shorts on YouTube. They're 1 minute to maybe a couple of minutes long. You can find them on the channel Younger, Older, Elder, where you're probably watching this video. But what becomes important here is that these are all prompts, and each day I put up a different prompt, looking at living legacy life from different angles. And one of the ones that I have been hinting at and highlighting over the last number of days is around the use of words and finding a word to express your legacy. You could do a word for the world, a word with the planet, a word from the whole, and therefore you have 3 words. And you could take a look at that word and say, is it a verb or is it an outcome? And when you look at it through that lens, you go, oh, so I'm talking about, oh, these are the things that I want to do. Oh, it's an outcome. These are the things I want to have. Are there combinations that you might be able to play with? So if you had all verbs, what would be the outcomes? If you had all outcomes, what would be the verbs? And you can play with this little activity and see where it takes you. And that often is just a fun, have a cup of coffee or tea, afternoon, morning, quiet time, wherever it might be, grab the journal and just see what comes to mind around these words that you find for yourself. And then expand on those words. You'll be amazed as you doodle out, sketch, write, what will come to your head, heart, and hands. I picked the cards and I thought that I would just share with you what I ended up getting today. So for the letter card, I got H. And that links to a tree like the horse chestnut, hawthorn, hazel, the holly shrubs, of which the hemlock's important. And then it brought forward 5 key words, and they would be hello, hope, helpful, honesty, and hospitality. And then the main one single word card was safety. I associate that with felt safety. And then the one that has the images or long lists on them was around within, without, between, together, and beyond. It's a way in which to take a look at that progression of involvement and engagement. So let me just go back to the age with the hemlock. I kind of chose that one out of the possibilities because it's listed as a coniferous tree, yes, therefore it's year-round, it's available. And what it is, it's a habitat, letter H, habitat for birds, deer, bear, certainly during the day if it's kind of warm, and then in the winter for some of them because the bear will be hibernating. The sense of words that came up with hello, it's just a reminder that, sometimes it's just simply saying hi to someone, smiling and just acknowledging that they're there. That makes a day for a person. I enjoy saying hello to people. I always have a little chuckle inside if get a back or nothing. That's okay. But that hope, that want of something, that there's a bit of an expectation unfolding, that's great to have. I hope each day is going to be wonderful and filled with helpful activities, whether I'm being of help or others are being helped with me. The honesty that the integrity is there in terms of our interactions. What I say is what I will do, and you don't have to be confused by my words. And then there's that whole sense of hospitality, welcoming those who've not arrived yet. That's kind of a fun way of taking a look at it as well. I'm going to get a little closer for these other 5 words: within, without, between, together, beyond. And I'm leaning in is because when you understand what's going on within you so that you can connect without, in other words, to be between you and another person or others in a group, so that you can then find that togetherness, then you're able to figure out how to go beyond. If there's any crackles in any of those, then things can start to disintegrate. One of the things that I do is I'm very mindful, heartful about this progression, is that as I'm walking in, am I within, without, without, within? Is there the between established? Together? Can we go beyond? And if that's there, I'm striding away and I'm going for it. So this felt safety aspect, I always have that in the foreground. It's always an S on many of my 5-letter words. And it's there from a felt safety point of view. In other words, to manage systems, safe systems for persons, and lead a person from safer practices. And I have that as the foreground because in my younger years, I took some risks. Nowadays, I got to pay a little bit more attention, get that checklist out, get that prevention backpack ready, and practice things just to make sure that, hey, if I fall over, I know how to get up. So those were the cards today. Where I think that hemlock story and habitat and the idea of hospitality and honesty and hope mixed with this felt safety, it's a great reminder about living a legacy life and moving forward, taking those strides forward. Because I always remember is that first step, okay. Second step, there is a sense of commitment. Third step is the courage to continue on. And if you bring it with that sense of hospitality and hope and being helpful and that sense of within, without, between, together, and beyond, when you have these kind of ideas floating around, you can approach that day and go, great, here we go. We're going to have fun with that. And as a legacy mentor, that's what I'm attempting to do when I'm interacting with those who come and ask for more insights, a conversation, whatever it might be, because they're looking for something that's going to be better, wiser, and kinder for them. And I'm all for that. I'll do what I can to have that happen. But the key point that I wanted to raise in all of this is a lot of this led me to the word involvement. And I was going to put participation there. But I've come to understand that participation is more head, whereas engagement is more heart. And therefore, you're engaging to get involved, involved to get engagement. And it has a sense of, yes, there's a unique journey, but it's those adventures together. And that's something as we get a little bit older and we're moving along, asking for help, getting involved with others so that you can figure out where the hope can be shared. That's a great way in which to live your legacy life. And therefore, I just wanted to extend those cards into something that's sort of personal and wholehearted from me to you. My ask of you today on this video is I would really appreciate if you could tell me what legacy means to you, if you wish. What's its definition? What words do you associate with legacy? And then the second question is, what is your legacy? If you could do that, bring those two into the comments, add your thoughts. That would be super helpful to me because I'd love to see what's going on out there, because I'm attempting to figure out the kind of words that are important in living a legacy life and how I can support you. So give that a go. That would be a great addition to this video that I'm putting out today. Also, the videos that you find here now, there is a playlist of Legacy Mentor. Those are Wednesday videos that I put out, very much in a raw format of me sharing what it means to be working on my own legacy and how I might mentor others. It's just a raw insight into what I'm doing. If you want to tap into that, then that's great. That you'll find the link, that playlist of Legacy Mentor videos. So with that, take care.